morning, everybody. Dr. Glow here with Black Girl Everything, and I have Danae with me today. I am so excited to have her because the universe has been talking to me over and over and over and over again about finances. I think I've had at least 10 conversations in the last 2 days with people about financial stuff. The spirit is yelling at me at this point. So please tell everybody the name of your business and let's get talking.
Hello, everyone. Well, the name of my business is Level Up Lyfe, LLC. I am a financial credit consultant or financial literacy coach, whichever one you prefer. My goal is to educate as many people as I can with finances and the importance of it and what we need it for today, what you can do with it, and just different things across board with life, even in general with a living will or a TLD. There's just so many things that I feel we need education on. So that is my goal, to educate and reach as many people. My flagship is credit because I feel that it's important as well, especially in today's day and age. You really can't do anything without it. So that is my goal, to reach as many people, get to where they want to get to and reach their goals of home ownership, car, whatever it might be, a business, any way I can help.
Yeah. Because we all find that, unfortunately, with us and our people, we're not really educated about finances, right?
No,
people don't talk about money. A lot of people have a hard time talking about money. Don't let nobody know how much money you make. Like, why does it matter? Like, how people think what's going on? Does it really matter? We really should have those types of conversations, especially when it comes down to credit and all those other things. I think for me, what I found was I didn't know anything. I went to college and I was in debt like first 2 weeks because I didn't know any better, right? And I was digging it out well into my 30s, and then you get into real life adult like debt, which is even crazy.
And you don't know anything.
No, not at all. So I refuse for my children to ever have any debt, ever.
And honestly, a lot of us don't know that we can set our kids up not to have it. Unfortunately, my parents, I know, didn't know nothing about credit. They didn't know about credit cards. They didn't know anything. So the debt that I incurred for school as it was ridiculous. And I didn't finish paying that off, like you said, well into my 30s. So I don't want my kids, when I have them, your kids, anybody's kids, to go through that, because if we can prepare them and give them the tools to get there, why not do so? I'm loving the candle.
Yeah, I had to light a candle for this conversation, okay? Because I needed all the clean energy for this one. Because it's so important. It's so important. It's like even like now, even with my student loans, yeah, I'm a doctor, so I'll be paying for school for a while.
For a long time.
But it ultimately for, my children, they're not going to have that issue. So we're going to figure out ways to make sure we can afford it, as well as what things they're not going to do so they're not stuck. Right? It was so cute where I'm going to get all this extra money so I can get this refund. The dumbest thing alive.
Well, the clause in the refund that everyone didn't read was that you had to pay it back. It was a loan. It wasn't that we're going to give you free money. So now as it's coming along and people are having to pay it back, or it's being deducted out of those refunds this year and the prior year, the year coming, that they're not so happy with. But that's education we didn't have.
No, not at all. And I say it to people all the time. And I'm just like, what are you going to do with that money? What is the purpose? Are you saving it to buy property? Are you investing that funds into something else that's going to generate money when you got to pay back later? Like, what is going to be your purpose and what's going to be your goal? So if people are working with you, how does that usually work? What is your system?
Well, my system is very easy. I generally focus myself personally building positive credit. A lot of people don't understand how positive credit is very important. I do have a program that I use with all of my clients to help dispute the negative items, because a lot of people come and don't understand that those negative items weigh you down. They can weigh you down anywhere from 100 to 250 points just by having negative items on your report, on your credit report. So I work with my clients to get those items disputed, as well as building positive credit. A lot of people don't understand that you need a credit card. A lot of people don't understand that we pay for subscriptions every month that you can actually use to build your credit, so that you're paying this $14.95 for Netflix or for Prime, and you can use that to build your credit. So there's a lot of things that I like to help people with, just to increase the positive as well as dispute them.
Yeah, I think that's definitely really important. One of the things I did, one of the hacks I did for my son very early, was about 12. I put him on one of my credit cards. So you can start establishing credit, but I don't use the card. So it's just kind of just there building credit for him. So yeah, so he's going to be 18 with like 800 credit score. And
right? Gotta use the card. You have to have credit utilization.
yep.
That's one thing that a lot of people don't get with credit utilization. You have to have 30% of it. So you might have a card for 1,500 and you're never using it. That utilization isn't being used, so that's actually hurting you versus not helping you. So it's great to have it, but you got to use it. Even if you buy gas, pay it
Gas
back.
is my favorite.
Gas is mine too. I love it. And the thing I love about it is as long as you pay it off by your statement date, and a lot of people don't get that, it boosts your credit.
Yeah.
So you can use as much as you want. Granted, I never suggest it, but as long as it's paid by your statement date, you can do so, and it will help increase your credit. And it's something that you're going to use anyway.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So how do people start with you? So what does that process usually look like?
Well, it's I do normally a 15-minute, I say it's like 15-20-minute consultation with anyone, just to see where they are, just to see what their goals are, what they want to do. Once that is done, I will send them a link to my site that gives them all the details of what I offer, because not only with credit, there's tools as far as budgeting, there's tools as far as savings, there's different tools that the program I work with that I like to help with others. So once that's done, you sign up. After you sign up, of course, I like to reach back out with anybody that signs up so I can walk you through it. And it's generally just a process. It takes anywhere. I never tell anybody we're going to get your credit up overnight. We didn't mess it up overnight, so that's not the case. I don't want to tell them. So I tell anybody generally 6 months to a year, if you're really focused, that we can improve your scores. Yes, you'll see increases across the board throughout the time, but to get where you really want to go, you got to give it at least a minimum of a year.
Yeah. Understood. So what about that client who really wants to improve their credit, but they know they're just not responsible? Do you work with those type of people?
I do. I work with them. It really depends on the client and the person, because some people prefer, even if they know they're not responsible, they like to have someone who is on top of them, on top of things, checking and doing, somebody that holds them accountable. So I have no problem with being that person, being that agent, because again, my goal, I don't do it for me. I do it to help others get where they want. So if you're serious, and I know that's the type of mentorship in the sense that you're looking for, I have no problem with that. But I don't force anybody to do anything. My job is not to make it hard for me or hard for you. So if you really aren't focused, this isn't really your goal, which is why I do the consultation prior to signing up or working with anyone. I'm not going to hound you like a bill collector. That's not what I'm doing.
So what if somebody wanted to set up, say, so do you manage people's money at all, or you just actually just give advice on them how to manage their money?
I don't touch anybody's money. I don't like dealing with anybody's money. I just really give advice and guidance on on different things that we can help improve, on different tips that you should do, but I don't manage anybody's money.
Okay. That's fair.
Money is a very tricky area, so I try to.
It's super tricky, super
like
duper
you
tricky.
said, they don't even like to have conversations, so I don't want to be involved too much. I want to say in your pot, and then you don't like how it's going. So yeah, I just give tips. I don't know.
Okay, that makes sense. So what really made you want to do this?
Honestly, my family. My family, they're pains in my butts. I love them to death. I know you guys are watching. I love y'all. But I help them manage a lot of things, and especially my mom, my fiance. I help them manage a lot of things. And then a few years back, I started doing taxes. So that kind of broadened my horizon in finances. And then recently with my grandfather and my mother, she had to find a living will, a power of attorney, and things. So with helping her along the way, it was like, I can help as many people as I can with information that I already know that I'm gaining that I can share. Why not?
Okay. I'll give you that. So when did you actually start this business?
I started last year. Officially, it was August 2021. So yeah, I started last year. I officially became LLC in February of this year. So I'm working to build and broaden a little bit more. But we're coming up on a year now, I am.
Okay, so how has it been accumulating clients?
At first it was difficult. I'm not gonna lie. But I feel like the people that I socialize with and they have watched me over the year grown from where I started from to where I am now, that it's been a little bit easier. I feel like people have to know and see it before they really, jump on board with anybody. And I don't fault them for it. I wouldn't just sign up with anybody either. So I understand it, but as it's coming along, it's becoming easier.
Okay, yeah, because I think proven concept really matters for individuals.
A
Because you
lot.
can say, I can do this, and then like there's some people who really can't do it.
Yes, agreed. Agreed. And it's a waste of money and time. So I don't want to do that. That's why I get it. I'm absolutely understand. You need to trust the people that you work with. And that's what I want. I want any of my clients to trust me and me trust them.
No, I definitely get that vibe. I definitely get that vibe. So where do you see yourself going with this in the future?
As far as I can, I really want to build a network of just like-minded people that are looking to do the same. Like just to see everybody win. So as far as I can take it, I have no max, I have no ceiling. I just want to go as high as possible and help as many as I can.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So if you can dream your biggest dream, right? And you knew you had all the tools, everything you needed in the world, and from 5 years from now, what would life look like?
My biggest dream in 5 years from now, to retire my mother, my grandfather and my grandmother are already retired, but to literally retire my mom, to be able to just help my family as much as I can. I know I keep talking about them, but I'm big on family. So
yeah,
but my mom would generally be my biggest thing in 5 years. To have her retired, to have her in a home, to have me in my own personal home or multiple homes. But my goal is to expand and to take care of as much as I can.
Okay, that sounds like a cool vibe. Sounds like a cool vibe. So if people want to book your services, how do they do that?
Reach out to me directly. You can reach out to me on my phone, Instagram, Facebook. I'm on Instagram at levelupyfe_now. I'm on Facebook at Level Up Life. I have a contact email that you can reach out to me, which is leveluplyfenow@gmail.com. But just reach out to me and start a conversation. Let's see where you are. Let's see where we can get you.
Okay, perfect. So is this LLC your full-time?
It is. It is.
Good for you. So you're a full-time entrepreneur?
Yes, ma'am.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's huge. That's huge. I'm just a giant brand. I kind of actually enjoy going to my jobs a little bit, but
okay.
I consider myself a full-time entrepreneur. I don't care what nobody says.
You are a full-time entrepreneur. You are your own brand. So
I got contracts everywhere. That's as far as I'm concerned. Every school I run is a contract. It's not really
entrepreneurship. There you go.
Especially because I run them, so it's like nobody tells me what to do. Like for real. I mean, like not at all. Not at all. But I think that's really interesting. So how does it feel? How did it feel from the transition from the traditional 9 to 5 to actually being a full-time entrepreneur?
It felt great only because I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. My fiance told me even when I started it last year, she didn't understand why it took so long because I've always told her I want to own my own. I want to own my own. But I think it really took me some time to find my niche of what I truly wanted to do because I wanted to help others as well as build for myself. That is the main goal also.
Yeah.
So it felt great doing it, but it's difficult doing so as well because you're used to that regular 9 to 5 punch the clock, that every week or 2 week pay.
Yeah.
Where now you're literally working for yourself and your hours can be 2 hours to 12 or 16 hours a day. So
yeah,
it's been a great ride, but it's been a bumpy one too.
Yeah, no, I can completely understand that. I think like every 6 months for me now, I'm going down from a physical required show ups to an office day. So my first goal was January 2023 for me not to be showing up on Fridays to physical offices outside of my home office. But I think I moved that up to like September. And then like after that, then it's going to go down like to another half a day and then another day here. So ultimately by the next 5 years that I'm fully not showing up somewhere.
Well, when you run your own, like you said, you can do that.
Yeah, like definitely just putting the systems in place to be able to get that. And honestly, finding the money and the finances to support that.
That's a big thing.
It is. Because I got to be able to hire the staff to run these programs that
Agreed.
I'm still going to be there, but not there.
Right. And staff that you trust to do it.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, like for real. So I know there's been a lot of arguments, and we see this conversation all the time about our school systems and how they don't prepare our youth for financial literacy. So what is your take on that within our community, especially the Black and Brown community?
I honestly, I don't like it. I believe that none of our schools, honestly, I wasn't taught financial literacy. I wasn't even taught how to balance a bank book or a checkbook or a bank statement. So for our schools not to have it, it's truly a detriment to our community, which is why I think it's important that we're educated in it to teach our children,
Yeah.
teach our youth, because they can't go to school and get a course on how to budget a checkbook or how to understand credit, or how to understand how, when you get that credit card coming out of college, out of high school, don't sign up for it, or sign up for it and how to use it. So I think it's important that we instill in our children and our youth as much as we can, because we don't have the courses to do so.
Yeah, I agree. I think that we need to definitely implement the systems. And I think a lot of our organizations, we keep talking about it, but we're not necessarily implementing it to the level that needs to be. I think the conversation needs to be happening in our school boards, and that we need to have real learning for our youth, real learning to be sustainable for success. And, this teaching to the tests of these tests that are not even for our kids or built for our kids or even built about our children should be more so limited. Like, teach them some real skills, because those real skills actually matter.
Agreed. And the skills that they're teaching them, I don't see the benefit of them. I hate to say that. Granted, I love all teachers, and I know they work their butts off, but I don't feel like a lot of our children come out ready for the world. They may come out ready for another test or something about history, which is great, and they should have it, but they don't come out ready for the world. It's definitely not our world.
Yeah, because the reality is because they can learn it all.
Right.
They're completely capable of learning it all. Like, I'm running a camp this summer, and one of the weeks that we're talking about has everything to do with money. Right. Nice. And I'm going to be teaching 5-year-olds how to balance a checkbook.
That's great.
And that's what we're doing. That's what you're going to. Yes, we are. We're going to blow up giant checkbooks. We're going to give them money, and they're going to write with their little crayons about expenses and what things mean. They're going to sign the little name on that check and realize is what it means. It's going to come out of your bank. They're visiting the bank. We're making sure they have bank accounts. Like, these are the types of things that's happening at the camp that I'm running, because I refuse for these kids not to have these type of experiences.
I love it. I think we should.
Because it's that simple. It's that simple, and it's still going to be fun. They're going to go to the bank as a trip. They're going to still go swimming that week. They're going to do all these other things around it, but we're going to squeeze a lot of education within the space. And why not? Why am I fronting on teaching this 5-year-old how to do a checkbook? They can actually do it.
Yeah. And they love money. As much as we think they don't, they love money. They spend it.
Yeah.
Why not understand the value of it at a young age? So when you get older, you understand it, you get it. So I love it. I think the camp idea is great, and you should have more like it. We should definitely have more like it.
Yeah, I don't limit children to learn anything.
No, you shouldn't. That's the best time. They're sponges.
Yeah, they really, really are. They absorb everything around them. So we're spilling information into about being entrepreneurs and careers outside of being doctors and lawyers and all that other stuff. Do you know that I did not know the difference between a PhD and an EDD, and the fact that I'm a doctor and I could get a doctor as an educator? Like, I didn't know that, like, for a really long time. Like, I'm not even talking about like after like my bachelor's, I didn't really understand. Really? Like, it's really like my master program before I really understood what that meant. And that was like 5 years ago. So it's like, but seriously, but it's about exposure. What are you exposed to? Right. I'm the only doctor in my whole family.
See, and that's something I love, and I applaud you for, but I think we should have so many more. Like, in my family, I don't have a doctor. I do have bachelor's and associate's degree certifications, but I don't have a doctor. But we should have so much more.
Yeah. Yeah, because most people in my family don't have college degrees.
No, mine either. I have a few of them, but not too many.
Yeah, but it's like, why is it not the norm,
I think
why is it not the bare minimum? Why is that the norm? And not to say that I think that everybody has to go to college. I don't believe that. Trades are really, really important. I support unions all day long and union benefits all day long. But people also don't understand they also have degrees, because as apprentices, they actually go to school and they get an associate's in what they're actually working on. So they go to school too, people.
Right. And the company will pay for you to do it. Most of them.
They're engineers. All of them
Right.
are engineers, plumbers, electricians, carpenters, are all actually engineers.
Yep. And they're all independent contractors. So they are their own business.
Boom.
So they certified, but they have their own business that they can license anywhere they choose.
They can do a lot of different stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I love the local. I'm all for local 3 all day. That's electricians, but my wife is a local 3. And so is my father and my brother.
So you got a family over there.
Yeah, my in-laws, man. I'm telling you, I learned a lot, marrying my lovely wife. Today's our anniversary too, by the way.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Yeah, we started dating 9 years ago today.
Oh, wow. 9 years?
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time.
It is, it's a lot of years. We'll be married 6 years this year.
That's a long time too. But if you got through 9, you can get through the rest.
Oh, we chilling. We chilling. We've been waiting our whole life for this relationship. So
love it.
Yeah, we've been definitely dope. So again, how can people find you and get in contact with you, to work with you and get coaching from you and support?
Reach out to me, social media. I know everybody has a social media platform. Instagram, levelupyfe_now. Facebook, Level Up Life. You can send me an email at levelupyfe@gmail.com and just connect. Just start a conversation. Ask me anything you want. I'm generally very open. I don't hold on to any information, even if you don't decide that you want to work with me. I feel like the information is free. So if you just need a question, reach out to me. I can answer it. I have no problems with that.
Yeah, that's cool. I got another question for you. So, there's a clear difference between your personal credit and your business credit.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's something else I work with people on. Everybody should have both, though. A lot of people don't understand that. But if you can honestly have a business credit and buy a home in your business name. You can buy a car in your business name. You don't have to do it in your own personal credit. And all it takes is starting a business, signing up for an LLC and registering. There's a little steps to it, but I think everybody should have both.
Yeah, and what I think we should do? We should start a BGE credit club.
I'm with it. I am definitely
We should do that where we actually have like monthly sessions, and then we pay you into this monthly sessions, and we work as team collaborating on actually getting business credit together.
I say we should start it.
I am. I'm starting. It's going to start because my next BGE Gem session, which is on June 29th, is called all about the money. And I'm going to introduce this, and we're going to talk about this club we're going to start, and we're going to talk offline about this new club we're going to start.
Okay. I'm with it. I'm so with it. I'm ready.
Yeah, I just love collaborating. Collaboration is such a beautiful thing.
It is, and you get to meet so many different people. Like I love collaborating.
Yeah, Lael, turn my light back on.
She figured you didn't need it.
It's my 3-year-old. Today's her birthday, so she thinks she can do what she want to do.
Oh, she's 3, of course.
Can't say that. President, thank you so much for your time. We were going to definitely have a conversation about this club and all this other stuff. I'm going to introduce it at my next BGE Gems. People who are VIP Collective members, remember today is $24.90 or $23.99 is $24 for the year. So you get access to all my free sessions, as well as an opportunity to join this club. So today's been great. Thank you so much. Oh, people need to support my campaign. I'm raising $15,000. Been raising money every day.
Yes.
Support Black business.
All day.
All right. So this has been great. Thank you so much. And we shall talk soon.
Yes.
All right. Bye-bye.